Memphis, if you look, stats show that Memphis is top 5 in poverty, top 5 in crime, top 5 in just things that could be prevented if kids had a place to go and people that loved them. And it's just, if they bring rugby, they'll take kids off the street. I'm a witness, because I'm not the richest guy in the world. I had to work for everything I did, break yards, carry my grandma lawnmower around. I was very less fortunate at one point. But now, rugby taught me, you gotta be your own man.
Memphis Inner City Rugby is a small nonprofit organization that seeks to foster the traits of a gentleman through the power of rugby. We work in primarily low-income communities in the inner city of Memphis, and we seek to leverage the power of a sport that we're very passionate about to help reduce the gap in opportunities that we see for our kids.
Catch the ball, no excuse. Catch the ball. Yeah, let's go, let's go. Let's go.
The city of Memphis needs ways to get young people using their energy and talents in positive ways. And so rugby is influencing Memphis and can influence Memphis by getting all these talented young people in the city with so much potential doing things after school.
Well, it was kind of hard, because I didn't have a dad at one point, and I was being raised by my grandmother, and she was working, so I was kind of in the, you can say, bad crowd. I did a lot that I regret. I vandalized houses, beat up people, gang affiliation.
Well, the area that I grew up in, it was a lot of violence, a lot of gangs, things like that.
Well, back then, I kind of hung out with the wrong crowd. But rugby, it just have changed my whole overview of life, and it has just made me rethink what I was gonna do.
Being a small charter school, we didn't have an opportunity to pursue football, and that was something that we knew a lot of our gentlemen would be interested in, but we just wouldn't have the funds to produce it. Shane approached Dr. Hunter and I about 3.5 years ago and said, we're interested in pursuing rugby.
Some of them didn't know what rugby was or never had an opportunity to even play the sport, hadn't even seen the sport. And so when I first introduced it, I told them it was an interest meeting for football, just to get as many guys there as I could. And then once I got them there, I was like, well, it's kind of like football.
I didn't even know what rugby was at first. I didn't even think I would participate once we heard about it.
These kids kind of looked at it and said, what is this? And what is rugby? And who is this guy? And is this gonna last? Training the kids at PCA for the first time was really interesting, because so not only did we have to get these kids to respect us as people who they've never met, but get them to respect the sport because they've never heard of it.
No other team is practicing out here right now in a wet environment. Green!
It's not something that is necessarily easy to do, especially tackling and trying to make sure that you do everything to the T and make sure that you observe the rules that are in place. It's something that you definitely have to work at while also trying to make your game better. I definitely had to put in a lot of hours and work, because if I didn't, I wouldn't be nowhere near where I am now. So yeah, it's definitely took a lot of hard work.
The things we require them to do are not just on the rugby field. We require them to act like a gentleman or a lady in the classroom. And not every kid can just get good grades. So for those students, we require them to improve and show improvement or show dedication to improvement. And so that's how we live right up to our mission statement through a sport.
You have have to make it equal to 0 first. So if I have a positive 2 on this side, what do I need to do to make this equation equal to 0?
I know probably Keon the best because he spends the most time with me after school and tutoring. Just as a student in general, during class he's much more focused. He takes really great notes, and he's also reliably there to make sure that he understands what he missed so he could do better the next week. Just for example, this week he grew like 30% on his quiz from last week to this week, so he's really making that effort to make sure his studies are solid.
And how do you think rugby has influenced his academic lifestyle?
I think it's probably really, really important. To play rugby, you have to have a certain GPA, you have to be doing well in all of your classes. And I feel like that probably gives him that extra push he needs to make sure that he's turning in all of his homework, he's completing all of his projects and homework assignments, and that he's coming into tutoring. You know, I trust him, he's so responsible. And I never knew him before he played rugby, but if all of those traits are coming through because he's on this team, then that's awesome, especially if it's keeping him, you know, staying focused in the classroom. So they're really a unit, and they make sure that they're looking after each other and that everyone's where they need to be in order to, you know, be able to play. It's great because I can count on, like, if Chad doesn't show up to tutoring, they'll be like, I'm gonna go get him.
If you wanted to play, you had to look to your future, and we obligated our kids to at least apply and at least look beyond their high school education.
We exposed them to college long before they're seniors, and so we've had numerous colleges to come in to the schools to talk to our scholars about their programs, about admissions, about athletics, all things college. So we've had, Penn State, Mississippi State, you name it. It's been colleges from across the nation who've been here, and we can see where they've applied, where they've got scholarships, and we can help them to follow up. We actually have a college acceptance wall that out in front, just displaying all the different schools where our students have gotten accepted to. So we do everything we can to ensure that all of our scholars have that option.
We're going to the state championship right now in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. About to compete against the champions and runner-ups from each of the 3 conferences in Tennessee. And if we win, we'll make rugby history. And it's been an incredible season. Game starts at 9 o'clock versus Tribe Rugby. The game after that is against South Doyle. We have to win both of those and the third one after that to get out of our pool and compete in the playoff bracket. This team has been together. We haven't lost a player for 3 years. We're the only team like that. And so it's real special because we started as a group of freshmen and sophomores, and going over as a group of young men, juniors and seniors, is an incredible story as it is, let alone we are the first predominantly African-American rugby team to make it this far, and making history would be incredible today, playing against schools that are a lot of private schools, a lot of schools that don't have to face the same challenges that our players do, and it's a real special opportunity for us, and we've been thinking about it and dreaming about it for 3 years coming. So.
Coaching's over. It's all on you guys from now on, all right? So think about what you're gonna do. You all know how to play this game like men, so go out here and play like champions, all right?
Bro, no, my shoes came out.
25 minutes, we're playing Tribe, and then after that, 10:30, we're playing that team right there. And guys, let's just be very honest, that's the team that we have to beat to get the championship, okay? So let's focus on winning the game in front of us. Don't be looking at them guys. They're gonna be looking at you, getting intimidated when you're warming up. Let's go. Good, TJ. Good, hey. Oh, yeah. Hey, good. Hey, go, my man. Yeah, roll back.
them, they will definitely struggle because athleticism alone will not win this game. It's going to be what's from the shoulders up in this game, not with the shoulders down.
This is actually, Ravenwood is a very good rugby team. They're always ranked in the top 3, if not top 2, every year in state. They've had a rugby team for easily 8 to 10 years.
I coach the Ravenwood boys, and now we've made it to the semifinals. So a lot of our guys have been playing since middle school, a number of years. That makes a lot of difference.
And we played them earlier this year. It was a close game. It was 21-21, 3 tries, 3 converted tries, and it was an overtime drop kick win and sudden death. So we know we're up against a really good opponent here. And that's a semifinal match, so whoever wins advances to the gold and silver match. Whoever loses goes to 3rd place, which is for the bronze.
I mean, racism is a factor, but, you know, we deal with those things. We're not going to make it a problem because we know that we have a big chance of winning the state championship, and we know that they're going to, you know, try to provoke us and do things to keep us from winning the championship. But like I told my team, we're going to keep our mind on winning and playing rugby. I mean, it shouldn't be a reason for a fight.
As we got closer to today, we realized it wasn't so much the cold that we had to prepare for, it was going to be the rain. And so we prepared them for the game by getting the balls wet, having them play in sloppy conditions.
It's about as wet as it gets out here. The field is a swimming pool. It becomes an equalizer for more athletic teams to sort of bring their game up.
They're going to try to draw us in. They're going to try to make it so that it takes 3 of our guys to bring their 1 guy down. We'll be done. We'll be done. Let's get through it. Let's get through it. Let's go. Let's go. Nice rugby out there. 1, 2, 3. Nice rugby. In this game, there's no questions asked. It's win this game, get the state championship, have a chance to take home the trophy, or lose this game and go home.
Let's go!
No question about it. That's a good team. And guys, listen to this. After halftime, you didn't get scored against. There was a fluke at the end of the game with that kick.
This way, buddy. We're not playing right now.
Okay? And that was a score, but as far as I'm concerned, you shut them down in the second half. And you didn't get the result you wanted. Now, do you let it get to you to the point where you can't do anything the rest of the day? Or do you rise up and make the people who brought you here proud? Make the people who came here to support you proud? That's the question you got to ask yourself. And that's when it comes to your heart, guys. You better listen to your leader because he's got the right attitude right off the bat.
I love y'all. Yeah, but y'all can't say that. We lost fair and square. So take y'all in.
Proud of you guys. You got sweaters, blankets, and new socks coming. Break it down. And you can go get some of that stuff on in just a moment.
Man, who are we, man? Champions! Still champions, man. Who are we? Champions! Let's get it. Nice rugby, y'all 3. 1, 2, 3. Nice rugby!
Usually when we lose, like we only had 1 loss of the season, and that loss, we still make excuses for that game to this day. But yesterday we lost. There were excuses that we could have given, and there were problems that we did face, and nobody gave an excuse. Everybody was like, it's a fair, square win. We lost.
You know, it was just a genuine respect between both teams. It was something that was understood, and we knew that we're all linked together through the game of rugby, and so we showed each other that respect.
And so that's a powerful thing when you get that engine moving of an entire team, a group of guys or girls that believe in something and can overcome the physical challenges, the mental challenges, the emotional challenges. It's just an incredible thing, and to me that's powerful. That's why I call it the power of rugby.
And when my teacher asked me how I got so dumb, and when my cousin got killed and his bow got hung, and when I got sick on the couch I was all alone, and then I got jumped again and they stole my phone, and when I saw that knife on Main Road, well I had nothing but a picture of a girl. I had nothing but a picture of a girl. And I don't want nothing but this picture of a girl.